talking about dropshipping TikTok model for moms over 40. Thank you guys for jumping in real quick. So I'm literally in the city and I'm so cooked. Holy smokes. I just got out of a train. So today is going to be an interesting day. So I'm going to talk about several ways for you how to get into this model called TikTok Shop dropshipping model. It's a unique hybrid model where you could sell products on TikTok Shop and also in your own store across multiple socials with meta ads. So I'm going to talk about it real quick and give you some tea, so this way you could execute that tea and start spawning profits. I'm also going to talk about several meta trending ways that you could promote those products. Specifically, let's say if you're trying to sell some pet products or any other kind of products, you could use meta ads to promote them and spawn some money in between. So you basically find a product in China, then you go ahead and get that product, get it shipped, and then you sell it on TikTok. You sell it on in different places online, and this is exactly what I want to talk about, guys. Spill some tea. So check this out. Some of you may say, "Well, Rome, how do I get started on this model? What I do? How much experience do I need to have?" So I imagine you already have some experience in some sort of a digital marketing or something that you have done in the past, trying to sell some products but couldn't really make it happen. If that's you, then this model is definitely pretty cool for you. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of list you guys some of the trending marketing styles that you're gonna be using when promoting this model. So I imagine you already kind of pick the product, you already know what the product is, you already know how to pick it, and now you're in the process of marketing that product. If you're not sure about how to identify the product, don't worry, I do have other videos for that. All you gotta do is just watch them. But well, let's say you already got the product and now you need to go ahead and promote it. In order for you to make the maximum amount of value, guys, you need to do more than just think about one product. You need to go ahead and you need to add upper ups. That's what it's called. Basically a way to add up several other reasonings for your product inside of the offer. So so this way people can look at your offer and be like, yeah, this is fire, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. So that's basically how you kind of want to position your offer. And thank you guys for joining. My name's Ron Wells. I think I just squabble up together with you and take you with me for a quick walk and then spill some tea, helping you learn how to make some money. Thank you guys for jumping in and hitting some likes. Really appreciate it. And feel free to subscribe. Yeah, today, so I'm going to be breaking down some of the interesting marketing things that you could be doing for your product. Of course, you guys already seen my previous videos and you already know how to find a viral product, already know how to blast that product across platforms like Meta, and you already know how to advertise it. But let's say you're not making really any sales, you feel like the product is fire, it fit all the criteria, but you're not really making any sales. Hello, yeah, it's New York. I like to take you guys in the New York City from time to time. I'm actually heading out to work. Well, I figured I'd just go ahead and spill some tea for my subscribers. So together we guys could make some money. So I know a lot of subscribers that I have, they're doing beautiful things. Some subscribers are actually building video games, guys. So if you're gonna looking at some of my videos, you're gonna see some subscribers literally love my business model so much that they're creating a video game out of it. That's pretty cool. I mean, Pepsi already created a drink after my company's name called Freedom Fusion Summer Edition of Summer 2024 from Mountain Dew. I don't know if you guys had a chance to try it, but yeah, I highly encourage you guys to squabble up and let's make some money together. And I'm describing the model for how you could pull this off, guys. So here's what you got to do. Oh wow, I got some more comments. Let's see. You're gonna teach us how to make money? Thanks, I really need advice. Yeah, absolutely. Hello. Oh, we got the game developer, my favorite subscriber, the game developer. So guys, look, here's what you gotta understand. To make money, you gotta kind of ask yourself, who are the people that you're connecting with? If you connect with people, if you follow the money, right? Let's say if you follow people who know how to not necessarily make money, but people who knows how to find other people who spend money and learn from them, then you're gonna get the fastest, greatest level of learning effectiveness versus going directly to the source and learning from people who are actually making money. So that's a lot of like bias. A lot of people don't understand that concept. So what they do, they get mesmerized by some screenshots of somebody showing some money, how much money they made, and then they follow those people, but they don't end up learning anything, and then they get totally cooked. So don't make this mistake. Anyway, guys, looks like I literally got 0 viewers. Maybe I think my signal is a bit low over here. And thank you guys for jumping in. Anyway, going back to that business model that I was talking about earlier. So check this out, guys. The most important part for you when executing this business model, so you don't get cooked, is to literally start picking up some of those viral trends. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break down what trends are working right now, so this way you could have a greater chance of selling those products. What kind of products? My niche is specifically bougie boss moms over 40 with luxury pet brands. So basically, if you're a mom over 40 and you have a luxury pet, some cat or dog brand, maybe you're selling like a leash or any other kind of products, that's basically my focus. I'm being hyper focused. And hello guys, hello car lover, hello game developer, hello everybody, guys. Thank you for jumping in. So guys, look, here's what you gotta do. Step number 1, right now, here's what's trending and picking up pace like fire. If you execute this, trust me guys, you're gonna print. So the first thing what you want to do, there's one thing that's trending on Meta that is called, before I talk about what's trending, let me tell you why I'm talking about it. The reason why I'm talking about what's trending is because if you don't understand those concepts for what is trending and how you could connect this to the product, then you're not gonna make any money, guys. That's the reason why I'm talking about it. Okay, so now that we understand why it's important to understand the trends, let's break it down a little bit more. And how's it going? What's up? It's going pretty good, pretty good. Thank you guys for joining. So look, here's what you gotta do, guys. I'm gonna give you some tea. So I imagine that you're already spending some sort of money, or maybe you are somebody who's trying to spend some money and you're a mom over 40, you are struggling big time, you haven't been getting any success, you found this life, you want the tea, you want to figure out how to make money, and heck, even save money. I cover all of those different concepts across multiple money vehicles, tax savings, and all sorts of other vehicles. But today I'm going to be talking about trends. I'm going to be talking about trends in context of TikTok shop dropshipping model. Okay, guys? So the first thing is, now that you have a winning product, now that you have identified what it is, the next step is going to be jumping on Meta and promoting that product. But the question is, how are you going to promote it in such a way that you're not going to get cooked, and in such a way that you're sometimes I like to refer those fancy names like ROAS. Basically, it's how much money you, in terms of how much products you sell and how much profits you make. Many marketers look and business people look metric called ROAS. So look, if you're gonna start marketing on Meta right now, guys, you need for your viral product, and the product has been identified as a viral product, and you already know 100% that this product has a potential to go viral, then congratulations, guys. The next thing all you gotta do is you gotta get those Meta ads, you gotta get them cooked, you gotta make sure that they have trends associated with them. So what does that mean? Let's say I'm gonna give you a couple of trends that is fire. If you use it right now in your products, you're gonna explode, guys. So here's the first trend that is absolutely working like crazy. And just to kind of help you better understand, well, I'm just gonna attach a product to it, okay? So let's talk about a pet product, okay? So we found a fire-looking product. Bruno, my feudal hustler, was digging deep into the weeds using the analytics software that we cooked up just recently, our own in-house analytics software. It's a product ratings and research software that allows us to find a viral product through multiple data sources, multiple deep learning research, that kind of mumbo jumbo. I don't want to bore you with all this AI jargon stuff, but we build it real quick. It's based on N8N, and it allows you to search around the market, find the viral product, and then basically come back, and at that point you go ahead and private label this bad boy, and order some shipments from China, and then send it out to TikTok shop through a bunch of carriers. It's a process, guys. I talk about this whole process in my Feudal Incubator coaching program. But the bottom line is, guys, the cool part about it is you get the product. You'll be like, I got the product, but how, like, if you're gonna go ahead and ship 100 boxes of products all the way from China, you're totally gonna get cooked. You're gonna get cooked so bad, you're probably gonna lose, like, I don't know, depending on how much you're gonna spend, maybe $10,000, $20,000, depending how much you buy. So what I did is I came up with a framework for how to try before you buy, how to do this entire model without you getting cooked. So without you actually be like, nah, I don't want to try that. I don't have that money. I don't have anything. So I came up with a Feudal Incubator where you get to try before you buy. You first join ThreadStack Digital Power Bundle. This is what's going to warm you up for all sorts of platforms, how to advertise across multiple socials, threads, and all those different platforms. Then once you get cooked a little bit, once you cook your brain a little bit with ThreadStack, next thing you know, when you're ready, you join my Feudal Incubator. In Feudal Incubator, you could try before you buy. So what that means is, yeah, it's a little expensive, Feudal Incubator, but you get to try before you buy into this feudal kingdom and to build your own feudal kingdom. So what does that mean by that? So before you start losing your shirt, you kind of want to ask yourself, do you want to start losing that shirt? Or maybe you could prevent losing your shirt and actually make some money instead first and try it out. Not a lot of people, I see a lot of TikTok dropshipper people out there. They kind of saying, join my program, but they don't really give you a try before you buy kind of option. They don't really give you a way for you to taste the waters, to see how it feels before you jump deep. So what I did is I cooked up a real quick program called Feudal Incubator. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the presentation. While I was on the train, I created a presentation for you guys. I'm gonna drop it on YouTube, so if you're my subscriber, just continue hanging tight, because I'm gonna drop it. You're gonna see the model. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I wanna try that. And what that allows mom over 40 do, and if you're not a mom over 40 with pets, cats, and dogs, pets, cats, kids, and dogs, if you're not such mom, don't worry, guys. I got some other business models for you. Notice how I went ahead and integrated a mom over 40 with a bunch of dogs, right, in the process. This is advanced marketing that is not taught anywhere in the world. You learn this directly from my Feudal Incubator. If you learn in Feudal Incubator those secrets, guys, you're gonna be able to sell pretty much anything you want, guys. It's absolutely insane. So guys, look, here's what I'm gonna do. There's many marketing things that we're doing right now as part of building Feudal Kingdom. The first thing is obviously trends. We're combining trends. Second thing is we have a bunch of people who are my subscribers who are literally building video games and including Fit Infusion System entire business model in the mix. So they need a little context for how to build the game, what scenario to write. I already responded with this scenario in one of the comments in YouTube. Definitely check it out. But look, if you're a mom over 40 trying to figure it out, well, how does this all work? I still don't understand. What I have to try, what I have to buy. Look, here's what you got to understand. If you want to spawn money from China, you don't want to lose your shirt. Like, what's going to happen is, if you do this on your own, you're going to easily lose your shirt. And then you're going to come back to me and be like, damn, I wish I paid Rome Wells $14.99 per month after you lose like $10,000, $20,000. That's basically what's happening with a lot of moms over 40 who is just kind of in abstract way end up looking at any kind of workshops that I create and don't really sign up and don't get that encouragement and support. Without getting that encouragement and support, it's like trying to solve a murder mystery, guys. That's how complex this whole thing is. So definitely how to improve my talking. Yeah, so how to improve your talking, that's actually something that I cover as well. In my ThreadStack Digital Power Bundle, I have specialized guides for how to increase your communication skills, how to maximize your chances of bringing your audiences into saying yes from a no. It's all part of ThreadStack Digital Power Bundle, available in my community. All you gotta do is DM the word PATH, P-A-T-H, on my Insta. Link is in a bio. So guys, look, here's what you gotta understand. Talking fast, you don't want to be like a talking puppet. What you want to do, you want to combine all of those different media styles, like what you see me do with OBS. Remember I showed you like a fire skill recently on my YouTube channel, where I literally show you how to learn the skill of OBS. Learn that skill, guys. This is a far more stronger thing than just having a great communication skills. The secret is you gotta kind of morph multiple skills. You gotta have up skills, TikTok sniping skills, thread stacking skills, and of course some communication skills. But depending on who you are, if you're like totally cooked and don't speak really good English, I do have several guides just for those types of people. So this we could still spawn some money, even if you're totally cooked, just by helping other moms sell their products. And I'll hook you up with some AI tools. You just press a bunch of buttons, and as long as you follow those routines, you're going to be spawning money for them, but getting commission in the mix. So that's how it works, guys. But look, here's the next thing. In case if you're interested in that, it's called Threads Slacker. Definitely start. If you really want to learn more about each individual product, open up ChatGPT and search for threads.com /@ Freedom Fusion System, and then space, and then put whatever keyword you have in mind, whatever the question that you have in mind. It's going to crawl all of my Threads accounts. And also do this for my YouTube. This is the quickest way you're going to be able to search through Threads and my YouTube and get the quickest answer in entire thread as well, clarifying any kind of question. Plus, it will help you with your video game building for your, for essentially you basically building a video game where you don't even need to have content. I already pre-created all the content for you. All you got to do is just render that content inside of the video game. And of course, that's exactly this is advanced level of marketing, guys. You probably, if any of you coming into this live, probably wondering like, what the heck am I talking about? So, guys, what we're doing together, we're building a video game based on my company, my talent agency called Freedom Fusion System. I have coined the system called Feudal System Framework, where that system, you use the system to succeed. And what the system does, it allows you, it literally just allows you to quit your atomic habits. It makes it easy for you to, basically it states the following: you must learn, reflect, execute, mentor, squash atomic habits as you do so across multiple platforms. That's what the Feudal System Framework states. So I coined that framework in 2024. I managed to reincarnate this framework from Japan in 2024. I started using it with 0 skills. In about, then the first 2 weeks, I managed to open up my mind and discover my avatar. In the next 2 months, Pepsi was so impressed by my progress that they created a drink called Freedom Fusion Drink, Summer Edition of 2024 by Mountain Dew. So that's what happened after I started following the Feudal System Framework. Once again, the framework is you must reflect, learn, execute, mentor, and squash atomic habits as you do so across multiple platforms. So anyway, integrate this into the video game, the Feudal System Framework. Now, of course, the most scenario, you're gonna get more ideas and most scenarios as you watch more of those workshops, as you go to my Buy Me Coffee page and read through different types of articles that I created, like what the Feudal Hustler is, what the Pills of Freedom are. Once you learn all of those concepts, it's gonna be easier for you to build that game and include that content, and then include affiliate links for Freedom Fusion System, CRM, for Feudal Incubators, for Thread Stack Digital Power Bundle, for Freedom Fusion Automations, for Feudal Kingdom Academy. So this way you spawn money anytime somebody buys any of those products in the game, while they're playing the game. And in real life, discovering that you could actually learn those skills of building your own TikTok shop plus dropshipping store in real life and spawn money. So this way, moms could have more time with their pets, cats, kids, and dogs. So this is kind of the idea. And of course, guys, this is the advanced level of marketing. I don't recommend you start off with like building a video game right away. When you start building your feudal kingdom, I recommend you do this based on your levels of energy. So if you have a powerful, like a passionate side hustler who jumped in and expressed interest in building a video game, then you immediately gotta say yes, and you gotta let that side hustler run with it. I don't never pick talent based on, oh, let me go ahead and search for somebody. Hell no, that never works, guys. It only works the other way around. So it works another way around, guys. Hello, developer. I'm still with you. I'm just showing you some skyscrapers. Here we go. I actually work in one of the big skyscrapers. I'm so cooked, I'm probably gonna go jump in a sauna a bit later. And then I don't know, guys. I'm gonna try to drop that presentation that I'm talking about a bit later, use that in your video game as well. Like use the presentation that you're gonna get from me on YouTube, run it against ChatGPT and say, give me some ideas for the scenarios for how to combine this presentation with the game that you're building. And once you start, I know you're 40% done, and I know it's kind of, we're going through the whole process of infinite thought in a way, but in reality, there's what you want to describe. You want to describe feudal system framework in your game. You want to describe Freedom Fusion System CRM. You want to describe Feudal Kingdom Academy. You want to describe feudal incubators. You want to describe moms over 40 with their pets, cats, kids, and dogs. And you want to describe side hustlers. And you want to demonstrate and show that inside of the game, how all of those components, how all of those parties interact with one another. That's basically it. I do have another side hustler. Is this your link? bio.link/Freedom Fusion System is my link. Jump into it. I do have, by the way, other side hustler who's literally, so I have one side hustler right here in the room who is developing a video game based on my opinion. He's using the power of inheritance. He's really smart. He kind of realized, why should I go ahead and get some sort of rights for content and nobody's gonna buy my game. Let me go directly to the source. Let me go ahead and create relationship with Ron Wells and build a game based on this whole feudal system framework, selling a dream to moms over 40, the dream that can become reality of building your own Freedom Fusion system. Finally have a little bit of time with your pets, cats, kids, and dogs, traveling with your RV, spawning money, creating content, becoming the next wave of creators, popping pills of freedom left and right, the blue pill and the red pill. And as you pop those pills, you get smarter. All of those different concepts he's going to be hyper verticalizing inside of the game. And this is pretty beautiful because he quickly realized he didn't think twice. He was like, yo, Rome, I want to learn this stuff. I'm like, all right, take a look at the piggy game that I created. It took me like an hour to create, to wipe code the heck out of it. And that's the new modern way, guys, of making money. Not just going out there and selling your game on a marketplace that nobody sees. The new way is literally strategizing and creating relationships with business owners and rendering those businesses directly inside of the game. This is fire. This is fire marketing. This is the reason why Pepsi went ahead and created a drink after my company's name. They saw this whole fire looking marketing. They were like, damn, this guy is a goat. Let's go ahead and create a drink. So guys, anyway, so I do have another side hustler who is his name is Jackson Carter IV. I don't know if he's related to the president or whatever, but he expressed interest in helping us. And what he does, he has this addiction of spending like 6 hours per day playing video games. So obviously I told Jackson Carter IV III, look, we're gonna try to solve that problem, reduce the number of hours you play. Those he's spending like 6 hours playing video games, running out of money to pay for anything. I'm like, dude, when you go play the video games, show Freedom Fusion System CRM and show it in context of some of those videos that I created that look absolutely fire. So when you go live, you tell them, hey guys, look, I got a special gift for you. I got a way for you to get entertained while watching a video game. Plus you get to learn this fire looking business model that can help you spawn some more money. And of course, because I cover multiple business models like RV moms over 40, TikTok dropshipping, and several other ones, people get glued immediately and they'll be like, oh my God, I get to watch Jackson play and get to see also some educational content in an entertainment way with all the brand and all the bells and whistles being integrated and rendered direct inside of the video game. Whew, that is fire, guys. This is fire. So what I do is I never look for talent. I let the talent come to me. And when the talent comes to me, they realize themselves, they become bigger version of themselves and quickly grow. That's the fundamental concept of feudal system. You cannot go ahead and hire a freelancer to go ahead and do your marketing because they're just going to be disconnected from your overall vision. It's never going to be the best vision of your true feudal kingdom that you're trying to build. Why? Because they're not part of that feudal kingdom. They're not cultivating that feudal land. They're not giving those feudal share, the token of opportunities to spawn money. They're just kind of working on an hourly rate. Speaking of Russian tea, I don't know if you guys see Russian tea room. Wow. Yeah, this is my link. So Russian tea room, guys, look. From time to time, I like to drink some tea. In fact, I got some over here. And in fact, I like to spill some tea as well in the process. So this way you can spawn some money, guys, and get the best of both worlds. You get to drink some tea. You will be able to afford the tea, just like me. You'll be able to go and travel more for vacation. You'll be able to realize your life if you follow my feudal system framework. The feudal system framework is absolute, like,